All right, good morning. Go ahead and get started. So we'll start by settling the body, finding a comfortable, stable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching or leaning. We also go through and release any unnecessary rigidity, tension in the body. And we try to cultivate a sense of pulling back, not attending to the outside, holding your awareness just of the body and mind. And then generate a broad and altruistic motivation, intentionally widening your circle of concern, wanting to be of benefit to countless sentient beings. wanting to use your time to awaken to your potential, creating new and deep, constructive, beneficial states of mind and habits, wanting to reduce or eliminate states of mind and habits that are not constructive, states of mind that cause suffering for oneself and motivate actions that harm others, wanting to engage in this inner transformation to be of the highest benefit to sentient beings. So, to actualize that motivation, we will continue contemplating the 8 verses. So, in verse 3, we recognize the importance of remaining vigilant. Verse 3 is, "In all actions, I will examine my mind, and as soon as a disturbing emotion arises, endangering myself and others, I will firmly confront and avert it. In all actions, I will examine my mind, and as soon as a disturbing emotion arises, endangering myself and others, I will firmly confront and avert it." So here we recognize the importance of being on the lookout for ill will, jealousy, deluded pride, anger, all of these disturbing attitudes. When these states of mind arise, we often lose our positive motivation under the influence of these states. We engage in actions that are narrow and self-centered without regard for the impact on others. We can say that all the suffering in the world is the result of these negative states of mind, individually and collectively. All of the systems that are set up to exclude or discriminate or not take into account the needs of all sentient beings are the result of the self-centered, egoistic view. So try to make a determination to bring the insights of what you read, what you meditate on, your formal practice. Bring those insights into your waking, normal daily life, your interactions with others. So that the moment that you notice one of these disturbing attitudes arising, you can apply some antidote. One antidote is to disidentify with these negative attitudes, to begin to think that anger is arising in my mind, or jealousy is arising in my mind, instead of thinking I am angry or I am jealous. Recognizing that it's a temporary mental state, thinking of it as a thundercloud that can dissipate completely. Or bringing to mind the disadvantages of hatred or jealousy or arrogance, the advantages of love, compassion, rejoicing, humility. So bring to mind two or three of these states of mind that you notice that you struggle with sometimes, and think of what might be effective in various situations. And then the next verse. Whenever I see beings of bad nature and those oppressed by intense negativity and suffering, I will practice holding such rare ones dear as if I had found a precious treasure. Whenever I see beings of bad nature and those oppressed by intense negativity and suffering, I will practice holding such rare ones dear as if I had found a precious treasure. So here we're working with our reactions to two groups of people. One is those who seem deeply entrenched in or familiar with ways of acting that cause harm. People who seem to consistently demean or act in ways that harm those around them. Ordinarily, we are strongly averse. You tend to conflate the person with the negative mental states that they are deeply familiar with, that they have difficulty suppressing, overcoming. And so we just want to reject, to be free of their influence. But without developing loving kindness toward these people, we ourselves will never achieve enlightenment. Without learning to practice patience, and to continue to hold them with a mind of loving kindness, we won't experience any genuine growth. Then there are others that are oppressed by intense negativity and suffering, that we may find it difficult to turn toward such suffering. They may be addicted to drugs. They may be afflicted with intense physical or mental disease. They may be experiencing crushing poverty or be subjected to a society in war. And we often find it easier to turn away. But here too, in order to grow ourselves, we must turn toward the suffering of others. So try to think about a couple examples of your reactions to these two groups, and think of ways of bringing those reactions more in line with your desire for spiritual growth and development by cherishing these opportunities for growth presented by these people with different circumstances. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having contemplated in this way, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, and think that you offer that energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly, may it ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war, famine, poverty, disease, natural disasters. May it fully ripen the minds of sentient beings, allowing them to quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment, so I'm at work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings in this moment. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable.